Is Matt Skiba out of Blink-182? It sure looks like it. We'll tell you why. Plus, what is going on with Blink-182? They're sending their fans down a rabbit hole. Something very big could be coming. We're going to cover that and more. Stick with us. Good afternoon. Happy Friday, everybody. We got a lot to get to today on Rockfeed. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing with notifications on so you don't miss out on breaking news and updates. 70+% of you that watch this show every day are not subscribed. The number one way to support this show is by subscribing. It tells YouTube you like us. They show our videos to more people. All right, folks, Linkin Park. Before we get to this Blink-182 story, we're going to go down the Linkin Park rabbit hole. They have updated their website. They've scrubbed it completely. And there is something very interesting happening here. So what they did is they uploaded their old band computer to their website from 99, 2000 era. And they've made it where you can explore their old computer. And I've heard about this. Fans are wondering what this is going to lead us to. But you can go through all their files on the computer and it's going to lead us to something. The question is, we don't know what it is yet. Now, I've seen this, but I'm going to go through this with you guys for the first time. This is the first time I'm actually trying this out. So let's see where it takes us. All right, so here I am on their website, linkinpark.com. So we're going to go over here and it says, unable to access linkinpark.com, accessing cached emulator. Interesting. So we're going to hit next. Here's the desktop. This is very cool. So you've got their email, their trash bin, their social share, which is weird. That wasn't around in the 90s. Join their newsletter, shop now, web meeting, music player, etc. This is very creative. So telling me the date and time, but it's set back in October of 2000. So let's check the start menu here and see what we got going. Programs. Same stuff on there. Solitaire. Readme.txt. Let's see what's on that. Read this before you delete anything. Here's why some more info about what I need to help you with on this thing. I just booted up for the first time in 20 years and it's a mess. I'm having a hard time locating the files we need for that thing I told you about. Can you help me dig through it and find anything we could use? Press places to start. I tried getting this thing to connect to my old server, but no luck. Maybe you can figure it out. I could do that. I think my old email account is still set up. Maybe if you were in there. I have no idea what the passwords are. I'll keep digging on my end. Good luck. You'll need it. Okay. Yeah. Mail. Let's check the emails. See what's popping. No messages. Nothing in the outbox. Nothing in sent. Where's the emails, man? The hell is this? Let's go on the web. Then it takes you to a site within. This is their old Flash website. This is cool. This is really creative by the band. Bro. Linkin Park's video for crawling his... Dude, what a blast from the past. Eminem, Linkin Park to play Raiding Festival. Linkin Park on MTV Cribs. Dude. How dope is that? This is really well done. Okay, so... Music player. Oh, it's going to take... Okay. No. So, web meeting. Let's look at this. There are no people in the rooms to connect with. Then we're going to have to check the daggone trash bin. What is that? Hybrid theory. Obviously says hybrid theory. It's very... Hybrid theory. Hybrid theory. Hybrid theory. And the title is Alt. It looks like these are alternate album arts for Hybrid Theory here. That's really cool, man. Wow. You know, any one of it makes you wonder. Everything about Hybrid Theory is just iconic, and it makes you wonder what if the album would have performed the same if it had the same album art or different album art rather. That's interesting. That's really creative. All right, let me just make sure that I'm not missing anything. This is so genius. This is so cool. Settings. Network. Oh, here we go. We got more stuff in here. Let's see how we can Tap into the mainframe. Let's connect to Mike Shinoda music server. Whoa, there is some deep stuff buried in here. Can I download it? It's corrupted. Stick and move demo. All right, so this tells me that they've got demos from Hybrid Theory era that they're going to be releasing, which would be insane. Hybrid Theory is one of my favorite albums of all time. That would be nuts. Shinoda, release it. Release the files. Passwords. All right, what's the password here? Linkin Park 69. Invalid. Shinoda for life 666. Hybrid Theory. Hybrid Theory rocks. Wait. Doesn't work. Who has the password? Put them in the comments. I need to see this. Somebody's got the password to this. Come on. System properties. No, I don't want to save that. User key. I wonder if the user key can get me into 246. Hang on. Let's see here. Passwords. 246 -357. Come on, this has got to work. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
So this looks to me like they are obviously leading up to some very special things on the anniversary to Hybrid Theory, one of the most iconic rock albums of all time. This album went diamond, I think, multiple times. I may be wrong about that. But the album sold insane numbers, catapulting Linkin Park to obviously one of the biggest rock bands of a generation and one of the biggest rock bands of all time, respectively. So it does appear that we're going to be getting some activity out of the band. Could we be getting a Hybrid Theory anniversary show in the future, maybe next year? What does this mean? I'm excited mostly for new content from Linkin Park. I wish the circumstances were better, but I would love to see the band carry on in some way. I think they intend to do that, but time will tell. This is exciting. Hybrid Theory, it's going down like the song that Mike Shinoda did with the Executioners. It's going down. I often think about this. I think the 1999, 2000, 2001 aesthetic of Linkin Park is something that is back in fashion now. Like a lot of hip hop artists dress like Mike Shinoda did in 2000, 2001. Look at this. Look at this right up here on the right. This could be the cover of a 21 Pilots album today. Look at this. I'm telling you, man, they were way ahead of their time. Linkin Park was 20 years ahead of their time, to be exact. That is cool. Next up, we have an update for you on live concerts. I know a lot of you out there are eager to get back to shows, and we have an update from Live Nation, arguably the largest live entertainment concert promoter in the world. Their CEO is open and speaking about the return of live music, and they're more influential than anybody in this space, really. So this is a brand new interview with Spin. It just came out today, and Michael Rapino is one of the most influential people in the music industry. And yesterday it was revealed that Live Nation had a 98% decrease in revenue. Now, I've been saying this from the jump, and I have been wrong. There was a time where I was like, big concerts will be back in June. I was wrong. I was dead wrong about that. And but I did believe that when you have a company like Live Nation, you have companies like AEG, they are going to get out there and do shows as quick as they can get away with it. Okay. And it's not that they've decided to put off shows. It's that the local government regulators aren't letting them do them because it's not safe in many places. Understandably so. But when the shows come back, when these shows are coming back, they're going to do them the second they get the chance. And in fact, there are shows that are happening. I don't know if they're Live Nation promoted, but there are shows that are happening. We've talked about them here, numerous stories of shows happening. We just had Stick Zadinia from Steel Panther on yesterday, and he was talking about they're doing some socially distanced shows in Pennsylvania next month. You can check those out. So this is what Michael Rapino says. He is saying that they expect a robust outdoor summer season in 2021, meaning they expect these big shows to be back next summer. So he's saying, importantly, we remain confident that fans will return to live events when it's safe to do so. Our strongest indicator of demand is that fans are holding onto their tickets, even when given the option of a refund. Throughout the end of the second quarter, 86% of concert fans are keeping the tickets for the rescheduled shows, demonstrating their continued desire to attend concerts in the future despite the current uncertainty. Our expectations for a robust outdoor summer season in 2021 are also reinforced by the 2/3 of fans keeping their tickets for canceled festivals so they can go to next year's show. So they are keeping that revenue that's coming in. And we're going to keep an eye on that and see what happens. He is very confident that shows could return next year. There is progress being made. If you look at the stock market, what it's reacting to based on reports coming out from companies like Moderna and Pfizer, there is evidence to suggest there's a lot of progress being made. You're hearing Fauci talking about that a lot, but there's no guarantee. But we got to move on, and we're going to talk about Blink 182 out here. We're going to talk about Blink 182 and Matt Skiba. Matt Skiba is nowhere to be found, and people are speculating that he is no longer a member of the band. This is not just flippant, wild speculation. There is water to this. I need to shout out my friends over at Note to Scene. They are the first people to point this out on their publication. So the first example of this, and this wasn't really something that was noticed, was you have Oliver Tree releasing a collab with Blink 182. And this was last week or the week before. And as you can see, Matt Skiba isn't pictured in the art that is displayed with this song. Now, I got to tell you, in the music industry, everything that they do is deliberate, it's thought out, and this is not just an honest mistake. If you're a member of the band, you're going to be pictured on their marketing materials. This is not some kid making this and nobody's looking at it. Everything they do is calculated. So he's not there. Now, on a one-off, you would think, that's no big deal. No big deal at all. And then yesterday, he comes out and the band releases this song called Quarantine. First of all, I'm not a big fan of people writing songs about like social buzzwords and things like that. Eventually, it's going to become dated. So can that song ever become a classic when, 5 years from now, people aren't quarantining anymore and it's like a real thing of the past? Is this song ever going to be like Adam's Song or All the Small Things or anything like that, like a classic for the band? To me, it seems like just like a loosey like single that is going to not even be in their live set a year from now. So here it is. Consequence of Sound has this up, and it says Blink 182 drops new single Quarantine. Interestingly enough, the song does not feature or credit Matt Skiba. You would think that if he was involved, he'd be credited in the writing process, the personnel, the recording aspect of it, but he is not. And so it says, interestingly enough, the song does not feature or even credit Matt Skiba. Might this be the first sign Tom DeLonge is finally ready to rejoin Hoppus and Travis Barker? Even despite his wild success on the UFO front, DeLonge has expressed interest in returning with Blink 182 sooner or later. Now, you do have this video that they released for the track. I need to pause this, content ID, all that stuff. So you've got what looks like Skiba in this video playing with the band, but they're not using him on their marketing materials, which is very odd. I don't understand why you would not credit him, not have him singing on the track, not putting him in your promotional materials. It's very odd to me, and it looks like, here's my conspiracy theory, get ready for this. It looks like they're setting the stage. Maybe Skiba doesn't even know this. Like they're phasing him out or something. It's no secret Tom has been talking about coming back to Blink. It's no secret MGK's been running around with Travis Barker. It's no secret people love MGK. It's no secret that MGK is dropping hot rock tracks. Those songs are good. They're objectively good. Could they be phasing them out? That's all I'm saying. All right. So it's New Music Friday. We've got some new tunes, some new performances, all kinds of fun stuff. First up, we've got some I Prevail here. They did an acoustic version of their single from their album Trauma, Every Time You Leave. Fantastic cover that they did of this song. I'm a sucker for a good rock ballad, man, and this has all the components of that. So you can check that one out. Every Time You Leave, I Prevail, up on Spotify. Machine Gun Kelly, he is recording rock music now, and he's got My Ex's Best Friend featuring Black Bear. Another good track there. Of course, Blink-182, we just talked about. They've got their single, Quarantine. You've got Stand Atlantic, all right? Stand Atlantic, they're an up-and-coming band, and they are very worthy of the hype. Very cool band. They've got their album, Pink Elephant, which just dropped, and I highly recommend this album. If you're a fan of like pop punk or hard rock with elements of pop in it, electronic elements and things like that, I highly recommend this record to you. Very good album from Stand Atlantic. Another album I'm excited about that came out today, In Heart's Wake, one of my faves. Their album, Kali Yuga, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, just came out today. 13 tracks of new heavy shit on it, and it is a banger. I'm really enjoying this. Haven't got to listen to it in full yet, but I have been listening, and I really like what I'm hearing so far. So shout out to them. What are you listening to today? That's what I'm hearing right now. Let me know in the comments down below. I love hearing new shit. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me today at Rockfeed. Again, if you're new here, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on updates about your favorite bands. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you all very soon.